You know what? Wait a minute. Oh, man. I hope I got this thing. Mm-hmm. I was just checking. Okay. Let me make sure this is on. And I'm talking about the do not disturb. Because I'm telling you, don't nobody seem like they want to start calling and excuse me like that and stuff like that until you start doing lives and stuff. I'm sharing it out, y'all. Okay. Okay. Part two, three, four, five. No, I'm just playing. Okay. I'm gonna drink me some water. I just got finished eating lunch. I had some catfish and I had a couple of pieces of tilapia. Actually, one, but I cut mine to make it more. Like they say, sometimes when you want more, make more. Meaning, I had two fillets, but I cut them down the middle, and I had a dinner or lunch, I should say, guest. Okay. Had a lunch guest. So, anywho, I'm a start talking here. I'm gonna do my intro. Just bear with me, please. Bear with me. Okay, there we go. Ohana's. We are family. I got all my sisters and brothers and me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. We are family. You know why? Because I said so. I was looking at my skin earlier this morning, and it is so dry. But, hmm, I purchased this. I'm going to share this. Matter of fact, this came. I have some face and body cream, Cocoa Repair, Heals and Restore, 100% natural moisturizer. I got some of this. And I purchased some oil. Dang, I took it in there. I guess I can go get it too. Don't be lazy, girl. But anyhow, because my skin is so dry. And I saw that on the camera. I said, ooh, wee. Y'all don't make fun. I have Graves' disease, okay? And is this for it says for face and body? Okay. Okay. Let's just making sure. Because I'm trying to um get the moisture. Oh my goodness. It smells amazing. I'm so serious. It smells really good. And so I'm gonna go get the other thing that I had purchased too. Bear with me. I'm coming right back. Okay? Two and two. I'm gonna go get it. I have to get up. Go get it, girl. Okay. Coming. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so as I was saying, just came in the mail. This right here, this is what it's called. No, I'm not sponsoring, just sharing. Okay, I say all that to say, and this Okay. And parachute. Okay, so they both come from the same, and it says for dry and damaged hair, oil, and you can also use it for your body. Now, I'm gonna say this. Let me smell it. Oh my goodness, this smells amazing, y'all. So I got this, and then this right here. Smell. Ooh, smells so good. I truly do mean that. Okay, but I'm on here to. I just want to share a few things with y'all. I use this. I typically get this at the Family Dollars, and I'm pretty sure you can get it at Walmart, something like this. And I like using this too, but only had a little. So I was on Amazon. That is, again, I'm not sponsoring, and I was purchasing. I wanted to look for some moisturizers and things like that because I'll tell you why. I share with everyone I have Graves' disease, which is thyroid, but mine is Graves' disease, so same in the family. And my skin gets so dry. And so I was looking at my um, video I did earlier, and my face is up to the camera. I said, "Whoa!" But I already had got this. Matter of fact, it came. This one came today and today, two separate times. Now this is the gag. You got to do what you got to do, right? And I placed the order, and my grandkids don't see this. And I had bought some things for Valentine's Day because I want to surprise them next Wednesday. And so I was on there. I said, "Oh, girl, you need to get something for yourself too, because I don't get myself nothing." And it came as a deal for the both of them. And I said, "Why not?" Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you what the price was for the two of them. Um, Amazon, that is, y'all. Okay, just trying to keep y'all updated on what I'm talking about. Okay, so it was a package deal. So this one was $4.99, and this one right here was $6.99. But I hate to say got, they came as a deal, like two together. I purchased these two together. Okay, so I'm saying that to say sometimes when you're on Amazon and you're going to buy stuff, sometimes it's good to stroll down because now, like, see right here, they have that oil that I just showed, and they have something else. And so if you purchase the both of them, see the oil. Let me hit the thing. Okay, the oil is $6.99, and this one is onion hair oil. I have never heard of such, and I bet you it's good too. I'm gonna save that because I'm gonna try that too. Anything that's natural, this right here, and this one, they have it as a package deal. So if you get the both of them, um, 16.94. So is that a deal? Let me see here. You got six. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You had the both of them. Now I'm saying that for a reason. I got. Let me look at my receipt because it'll show you the receipt. Okay, it don't separate it like that, but it was actually cheaper. Okay, because it said six something, and I paid 583. Okay, because hi, how you doing? Thank you for joining. And the cream or moisturizer, because I'm looking at that too. Let me review it. The price that is 417. So the original price is 499. Okay, so I got it as a deal. That's a steal. That's what I like to say. The reason why I'm saying all this, it's a discussion, and sometimes it's good to share other things with people. And I'm sharing this because I had purchased me some oils. This smells so good. Oh my goodness, it smells amazing. And I share this because I have Graves' disease, and people sometimes, when folks don't understand it, they don't understand. So I share this. My skin gets so dry. I mean, so freaking dry. I mean, like, I can put moisturizer on it and it just dries out. Someone had made a comment one time, and that's why I say I can't stand when people do it, but I don't let it bother me. And I really don't comment back. I'm just bringing a point up. Ooh, you need to get some lotion. Excuse me? Hmm. You need to get some lotion. Lotion your that's glitter on my lipstick. So if somebody said what's on it, it's glitter. You need to get some lotion because your elbows are ashy. Mhm. So you mean to tell me you looking at my elbows? You know what I have to say for that? I'm gonna just tell you, I got a mouth. Okay. Rosa Parks. This is Black History Month. She was an Aquarius too. And that's why she didn't go to the back of the bus. And I told my daughter all the time, I said I would have been the same way. Just like Rosa Parks, she's an Aquarius, okay? Somebody says she's a Pisces. No, she ain't. Her birthday is February the 4th. Aquarius all day long. So I said, I didn't respond back to the person. I said, now I'm gonna say this. If you want me to grease or lotion down or oil down my body, buy me a year supply of whatever you choose, okay? That is gonna help it. Okay? Stop, people. Stop. See, I can be sarcastic, but I'm serious, okay? Stop it. I have, look it up if you don't know about it, Graves' disease, okay? Look it up and look at the side effects and what can happen, okay? There's a lot of things. I done had radiation, okay? Some people had that grotto. I don't have that. And maybe because they caught onto it earlier with the radiation to shrink it, okay? Maybe I did have one. I never saw it, okay? This was a long time ago in 1994, okay? 1994. And I was put in ICU because I got sick, okay? My eyes, you see how I'm doing my eyes now? They was bucked. I mean, like literally, look it up. This is no lie. Everything I'm saying, your skin, you can have heart palpitations, you can have dry skin, as I said, your eyes. Some people had the garter, okay? I didn't have that. And to my knowledge, I would have known it, you know, because most of the time it can stick out. But then sometimes people have like inward stuff. I guess if that makes any sense, just like hemorrhoids. That can be inward or outwards, or people that have hernias, navel hernias. My mom was born with one, and they had to take. She didn't have a navel. My mom didn't. Okay, she said hers was probably the size of a freaking tomato. I was gonna say a baseball. Hell, probably that too. And so my daughter, she had one when she was 3. She used to say, "Oh, my stomach hurt," da, 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 da. And I took her to the pediatrician, and hers were inward. You didn't see it poke out or nothing. And 2 or 3 of my nieces had the surgery, and my ex-husband, he had it twice. once because he was hard headed, and he had to have another procedure done because he didn't let himself heal. So he had twice. And some people get the mush patch or whatever you call it, mesh, MESH patch put inside. And I guess, I don't know if it dissolves or not. I don't know about all that, but I know a little bit. And so I'm just saying, people need to be mindful of what they're saying about people and having conditions and stuff like that. Like with me, I didn't know what the heck happened to me. I was at home. Well, let me back it up. I had gallstone surgery, okay? Now, this is the thing. I don't know if me having gallstone surgery, and I'm going to tell you why I say that. It took so long for them to figure out what was wrong with me. I was going to emergency room after emergency room, doctors, health departments, all the things when I was in Florida, Bradenton, Florida. This is where I lived, okay? And I couldn't keep nothing down. Nothing down. Nothing down. I don't care if it was 7 Up, Jello, Juice, Sprite, Gatorade, Pedialyte, you name it. I couldn't keep it down. Nothing. To the point where my kid's father at the time, he had took me to the emergency room because I got real bad off. And he said, she is not going home. Come on now. I done went to doctors and places back to back, different places, and sometimes I would be in the place early, okay? And you couldn't tell me what was wrong with me, especially if I saw the same physician, Scout Signer, the truth. And so I went to the emergency room and they did a test. And the test that they did on me, I had to fill up my bladder with water, okay? And some kind of way they put, I want to say a catheter, maybe, I think it was, but I couldn't use the restroom. Let me say it like that. And when they did the ultrasound on me, as they was taking that thing around, you know how they do it when you have a baby so they can hear the baby heartbeat and stuff. As they was taking that thing around and pressing down and going all down and stuff, I'm making a face because it's true. I feel like my bladder's full now. But anyhow, going all around and stuff, that's when they found out what was wrong with me. My gallstones. Now, I didn't have to have the old fashioned procedure, you know, like my mom and my older sister has scars, okay? Now, um, maybe some probably still have to, but now they have it to where you can get laser, and I have like a area on my stomach, on my side, and somewhere else, but you can't see those two, but you can still see the one on my stomach because it's like right where your stomach is, right? So, um, my sister, two of my sisters, my oldest sister and my sister under me, because I have two under me, one over me, we all had this surgery. Okay. Me and my younger sister under me, because I have two under me, she had the same procedure as me, the laser. Okay. My older sister had the same procedure as my mom. Now, I'm thinking the reason why, because don't quote me wrong on this, I think it was attacking her, the bowel duct or something. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie, but she had the long one, okay? My daughter, oldest daughter, in 2010, yeah, 2010, got real sick. And she's one for not complaining. And if she's going through something, she still don't, right to this day. And her daughter's the same way. She was rushed to the hospital, okay? My oldest daughter. And she had to have an emergency surgery done. Once they did the surgery on her, because she had gallstone surgery too, that is. And my daughter was at the time, she was 20. When I don't see her, she graduated high school 17. So she was about 21, I want to say, maybe 22. She had to have emergency surgery. When the doctor came out, the surgeon came out and showed us the x-rays. Mhm. It was about to shut down one of her organs. Hers was so bad, it wasn't passing the stone that is. That's why it's called gallstone. And it literally, if anybody know what I'm talking about, comment down below. Literally look like a stone, okay? Some is big, some is small, but it's almost like, I'm not gonna say it's the same, but you know, people could get kidney stones, and I hear you have to pass those, and I hear that that is horrific to have. Same way with the gallstones. And sometimes when you have gallstone surgery, some people end up having to have their appendix removed at the same time. And so I'm saying this because I know what I'm talking about, and I'm saying this because this is leading to my Graves' disease. I was in the hospital, I had the surgery, and a nurse came in the room. Maybe because she seen something on my charts from the lab. I don't know. She never did say. She asked me this question. She said, "Have you ever had your thyroids checked?" Mhm. This was in 1994. It had to been around about August. And I didn't know what she was talking about. I was what, 26 years old, 27? I didn't know what she was talking about. So I was in the hospital about 4 to 5 days after I had my surgery. All my kids was little. They even let them walk down till they wheeled me into the operating room. I went home, and I probably was there for 5 days. And my son at the time, he had to have been 7, 8-ish years old. He had to call 911 for me. The ambulance, paramedics came, took me back to the hospital. This is where it gets scary. I have no one to watch my kids. Mm-mm. This girl, at first, that I met from bingo, and we talked quite a bit. I done been to bingo with her, and she picked me up, dropped me off, that type of thing. But as far as like kicking it, hanging out, we used to talk. She ended up having to take care of my kids. And right to this day, I want to say, because I said it before, quote, 14 to 21 days I was in ICU, intensive care unit, okay? I thought I was having, back then, I thought, but now I say it like this, a heart attack. They had to do a EEG and an EKG on me, okay? Come to find out, I didn't. Um, I was having like I guess you could say heart palpitations. I was suffering from anxiety real bad, and I guess my body was just thrown off. Okay, I said, you know what? Where was my kid's father? That's a story in itself. But he was an active dad. I don't want to get into that business part of it. I done shared the story before. I have, and it wasn't because he wouldn't take care of his kids. My kid's dad was an amazing father. I have to put that out there, disclaimer. I ain't gonna bash no good man. So something had happened. He was still living at the time. But anywho, I was in ICU. And then that's when they did all the tests and stuff like that. And they told me I had thyroids. Okay. Thyroids. Still didn't know what it was. Still, you know, you ask questions. But hell, I don't even remember if I asked the question. I was so out of it. I'm just so saying. Um, they started, you know, I guess giving me medicine because I could, again, I could not eat nothing. And they had to feed me through the IVs and stuff like that because I was so dehydrated. I lost so much weight. No disrespect to anybody that does drugs, but I will say this. I will say this. The way I looked, I probably looked like I did. And don't and won't. because my eyes were bucked. The way I got my eyes now, I'm just trying to be funny. My eyes was popping almost like literally. Look it up. I tell everybody, look it up what I'm saying about Graves' disease, thyroids. Come on now, we got to educate ourselves. And I'm just sharing some things. And when I finally figured out, they told me what it was. They ordered a radiation iodine treatment. That's what they call it. And they had it in this silver canister specifically for me to take. And if they prescribed that for me, say for instance, if I didn't want to take it, they had to discard it. They couldn't keep it because they couldn't give it to no one else. My truth. I don't know what all they do now, but I'm talking about in 94. This is how it was getting down. Oh, I just spit some bars. So the girl that I went to bingo with, she ended up watching my children for me. I ain't even call the DFS, Physical Family Services, Social Services, however you want to call it, services. I asked them, could they find someone to watch my kids because I was in the hospital. I didn't know what I was going to do with my babies. But that girl came through for me. And I don't remember at this point, unless my kid's father ended up telling his sisters or somebody to check in on me and my kids because he's from Daytona Beach. We lived in Bradenton, Florida. I think that was like 3 hours away or so. I believe, don't quote me wrong, Bradenton, Florida, Daytona Beach. However long it was the distance, 3 to 4 hours. They came down, his sister, his baby sister, rest her soul, and his brother's girlfriend came down to the hospital and got my kids, took them home, and I forget how long I was in the hospital once they did that. I ain't gonna lie, cause hell, I have a good memory, but at this point in time, my body and mind was out of space. Okay, so y'all don't mind me. I try to be a little humorous sometimes too, but I'm just keeping it real. Um, Once they came to the hospital to get me, they told the both of them these words. Again, I was in either 14 to 21 days ICU, intensive care unit. We didn't know if she was going to make it. I'll never forget that. I was thin as the wind. Literally. If somebody took and, no, I'm just saying, probably blew me down, slap papa. I was so freaking uh, little. And how um, I was able to start eating, I used to have to drink Assure. Mhm. I didn't have a stomach line between the gallstone surgery and the thyroid thing. Okay. And it's like I said, I had just had the surgery. And from me having that surgery, my body did a twirl, flip, cartwheel, whatever kind of dip you want to call it. My body went, ooh. And so when I came home for the 5 days before I ended up going back to the hospital and was in the intensive care unit, my oldest daughter and my son, he was already in school. It was time for her to start going to kindergarten. I will never forget this. And I had to go and register my baby. And I was weak. I was so weak. But I had to go and register. I don't know if it was the third day I came home or the fourth day, but I ended up having to go and register my baby in school, both of them. And I sat up there, waiting on them to call me, do the goodness, the paperwork. I started crying. I started crying, crying, crying. I didn't have nobody with me. I like I said, the lady did. This is all before the uh the in-laws came and got me and my kids. So I'm telling the story kind of forward, backwards, in between. And so I want nobody to say, "Ooh, what?" I'm telling it like it is. Um, I cried. I didn't have no one for my kids, me. My youngest one, she had to have been just turned two. If it was in August, yeah, because she was born in 92. And if it was in August, she had just turned two. So I had a 2 year old, a 4 year old, 5 year old, and I want to say an 8 year old at that time. And my son, and I talk so good about him because it's the truth. And despite what I'm going through with him now, because I'm raising his child, which is my son's child, I won't ever downplay this. At the age that he was so responsible in helping me with his sisters, his siblings, with me. And I say that because my husband was in the army. So a lot of time it would be me and my son. He remember all this. It'd be me and my son, and he helped me out with his sisters and stuff like that. And that's why I say sometimes I say he's my hero, because it's okay to look up to your kids too. You know what I'm saying? And oftentimes when things happen, we can't always say that if a child of yours did something good at one point in time in their life, I don't care if they was young, middle school, high school, we got to acknowledge that too, right? And that's just like a pass. I was telling my daughter, and I probably said it yesterday. Check out my videos, y'all. Like, subscribe, hit the notification, because this woman will be on here talking about some stuff. I'm not on here gossiping about nobody. I'm telling facts about things. I'm not no disclaimer. I'm not no doctor, nurse, physician, psychologist, psychiatrist, therapist. But I'm somebody that is, well, I keep saying I ain't no nurse. CNA I am. But I'm talking about up there to get do all that stuff. So I talk about things that I know. I took care of my mom that was ill. I helped my children's father when he was ill. Um, I done worked in assisted living facilities and in home. Took care. I seen the shadow. I ain't, y'all. I'm still here. I had my sliding door open. I saw the shadow. It seemed like it was coming close, but actually it was coming closer because it was going up the stairs. I'll be on my lookout. I'm sorry, y'all. This is me in the flesh. Y'all probably hear that. So I don't know if they're moving or what, because there's a whole bunch of rattling. And that's the thing. Don't hear nothing till I get on this thing running my mouth. So I don't, my son, and he's still a good person. And again, I could talk about certain things. I don't have to put their name on it. But I am going through two things in my life with two of my children, two of them. Mm-hmm. And no, this is not me getting on here, getting a free therapy session. This is me on here discussing things such as my thyroid. And I'm just putting it out there. I mean, he was helpful. He helped me when his dad was in the army and with his siblings. He was a good big brother and son. I'm not saying he's bad, but there's things that he's doing he shouldn't be. Okay. And it's nothing that make him go to prison. I hope not. I mean, because hey, I can't say, but he need to get himself together. And my daughter too. We have to be real out here in these streets. I was on here talking about recap, thyroids. I didn't actually want to talk about that. I was going to talk about something else. I was going to get on here and finish up talking about uh, uh, um, mental depression and what I talked about yesterday, domestic violence and mental health. I said mental depression. Hell, I put them together really. Um, and I was going to talk about that. And I guess I can talk about that another day because I don't want to stay on here too long. But I like to get on here, not to just like run my mouth. I like to get on here and make sense about things I know and talk about things I know. What the heck? Sorry, y'all. I like to get on here, talk about things I know, and experience myself. And just to put a backstory to it, I said it yesterday. Mental health was one, and anxiety comes into that. Mentally, physically, emotionally, sexually, psychologically abused in multiple ways. On a weight loss journey, and the journey is a struggle for real. But the thing it is, I'm gonna tell you something. My daughter was over here. We had lunch today, and like I said, I just had some fish and some potato salad. A lot of my weight, and it can be, look it up, is stress related. And what does that mean? Am I sitting up at am I sitting at the table or sitting down, stuffing my face? I'm not. I'm not. I had for morning. I had this morning coffee, okay? And I like my coffee with I put agave. If you don't know what that is, I don't use sugar. It's almost kind of remind you of syrup or honey, but it's for diets, and people that are vegans use it too. Agave, Agave. I use that in my coffee and a little creamer. And I also put some of that RZEY rise or something. Well, here it is, right here. Here's the coaster. Yeah, RYZE. I said it backwards. This right here, I'm not promoting it and I'm not sponsoring it. I'm just talking about it. I use a little bit of that in my coffee as well. And let me tell you something about that. If people say that helps your gut health, like probiotics, believe me, it'll clean your soul out. Not every day, but it does what it does. Okay, it's mushrooms or something. With mushrooms, I use that a little bit in my coffee too. I put it in my coffee grind. So whatever I put my coffee grinds in the filter, I put maybe a half to full of the scoop of that with my coffee grinds, and so it brews all together. That's how I do mine, and it tastes good. Don't taste nasty or nothing. So I'm just on this journey, and I told my daughter, I said, I'm not happy with my weight, but I'm doing something about it. I should have been to where I wanted to be. If not there, knocking on the door, okay? And just life. And I'm gonna tell you something. Maybe it is my problem because I allow it. But as I explained yesterday, I'm raising grandchildren, um, and a grown a daughter, adult, taken care of. No, taken care of. Such as I take care of myself, but I'm taking good care of myself. I'm helping my daughter. I got power of attorney. I got affidavit or notarized papers stating I'm over her decisions, so on and so forth. Is that true? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so financially, if she needs clothes, I gotta buy it. If she needs shoes, I gotta buy it. If she needs food, you know, want something, sometimes you want extra things, even though she get fed there, but you might want a snack or two. I get on Instacart and have her some stuff delivered to the place. I got receipts. I made her an Instacart account with the address where she was and a shop, and it come right there because you got your address, zip code, and whatever she needs goes right to the facility. I'm not gonna give you no money. That's how you do that. And have I? Yes. But oftentimes when someone say they need some money, don't give them no money. What you need it for? I'm hungry. Okay, I'll order you a pizza and have it come to your room because I don't know what you're doing. especially if you keep asking for it often. Oh no, I ain't no bank. And damn sure I ain't rich. Maybe I am rich in so many ways. You don't have to be rich financially. You can be rich in spirit and good spirits, and God got you a favor of God, have the favor of you, and all these things. I just live my life the best way I can. I'm not perfect, but I can't say this, and I'm not trying to be boastful or bragging. I don't be in nobody's way, and I don't step on nobody's toes. Ooh. But sometimes you can be in your own way. See, now I'm testifying. I'm preaching a little bit. Reality. We have to slap ourselves in the face. I'm going to slap myself. Look in the mirror and see deep down inside, like soul searching. I know I'm the problem. I know I done been an enabler. But sometimes, such as things like you don't have no control over, that's why I said mentally, physically, health wise, I'm Gucci. I don't care what size I look like. I'm cool. I done said this before. I almost was on 3, not 1, not 2, blood pressure pills. I have a sliding door. I heard something. Almost. Now I don't take none at all. And that has something to do with me taking control of my life and how I wanted to live and be healthy. I know what high blood pressure does. I do. And it's not good. I know what a lot of other health issues or problems does, but we can make it change. Just because you type 2 diabetes, I don't mean you always diabetic. You can reverse that. I never was that, but the blood pressure thing could take you out. And this is the truth. I was on lisinopril and valsartan. Okay, look it up. No, I ain't giving nobody no medicine to go out here and get. Disclaimer. And like I said, I ain't no doctor, nurse, psychiatrist, therapist, counselor, none of the above. I'm just a person that went through some things in life and I can share with you. And sometimes we need that. That doctor told me that he was going to prescribe me another pill, which is considered a beta blocker, which is blood pressure and water pill. Okay, look it up. And I said, no, you're not. This is exactly what I said. I'm a very transparent. I ain't gonna say bold because I'm not bold and I'm not one for hurting people's feelings. But my truth, the heck, my window right here, and I keep seeing shadows. Y'all I ain't crazy. I have a not window, sliding door. My truth, I tell the truth. When he said I'm gonna prescribe you another blood pressure pill, I said no, you're not. I said that to him. And if he had, if I still wouldn't have taken it. But he did not. He said these words to me. He said, you know what you need to do. He said, you know what you have to do, don't you? And I was like, in my mind, it ain't, it's not good. We have to get in, control of our health. And I'm gonna tell you, my mom had so many health problems. And I can remember when she used to get sick and go to the hospital. My family called me Lisa, by the way, okay? She said, Lisa, I sound like her too. Am I going to die? My mom, Lisa, am I going to go home? Lisa, I wish I wasn't sick. My mom was sick. She was on dialysis, blood pressure, high blood pressure. Will take your kidneys out, y'all. Okay. She had, she was diabetic, type 2, cholesterol, already said dialysis, high blood pressure, had all that. I keep that in my head. My older sister, I don't know what all is wrong with her, but I know she has some similar issues. And that's why I took control of my health in 2020, June, July of 2020. And I said it so many times, y'all, it's true. When I went to meet my new doctor, because the other one had retired, I told him a little bit backstory about me, that is, and I told him why I was there for a follow up to get prescriptions. Yes. And so I sat in front of him and I started bawling. When I say bawling like a baby, and that doctor, the first day I met him and I said all these things to him, he sat there in front of me. He was a plus size doctor too. Okay. I told him why I was crying and things. I told him I didn't want to die. I told him why, about my mom, sister, and I told him these words. I'm tired of being fat. This is me, not mocking no fat person. This is what I said about myself. I said, I'm tired of being fat. He prescribed me a diet pill, okay? I took off 116 pounds. I was going every month to get weighed. My blood pressure take, because the diet pill is a control substance, okay? Anything that's gonna help you do something, it's called control, okay? So monitor. I didn't have no side effects. I didn't want to shaking. It wasn't like that. It ain't nothing that you addicted to either. Because honey, I stopped taking it for 6 months and you wouldn't have known it. I'm just saying, but it was a diet pill. Start with a D, okay? Look on the internet, D diet pill, and it come up, okay? Oh my goodness, it changed my life. Changed my life. My blood pressure was better, got better, got better. Each time I went, maybe one time, but it wasn't nothing crazy. But each time I went, my blood pressure was like, whoa, so serious. I wasn't all the way on no diet, but gradually I started eating different. Oh, like I said, pork, I haven't had pork in so long, I can't even remember the years. That's just how long. A hamburger, I eventually left that alone. I was on chicken, fish, and shrimps. Then I left chicken alone. I said this yesterday too. Check that out. And I went from that to shrimps and fish, and I wasn't ready to let that go. Okay. And then eventually I stopped eating chicken and shrimps. Believe me if you want to or not. I was eating more vegetables, fruits, and plant-based meat or whatever. It ain't meat, but you know it's plant-based. I showed that, showed a picture of what I eat. And so I lost 116 pounds, gained 20 of it back, but took it back off. And I done took off some more weight, but man, I still should be way past where I'm at. Yeah, 116 pounds is a lot, but you don't know how much I weighed either. Okay. And so where I want to be, I'm a tall woman. And that's why I share a lot of things. I want to make a change. It can happen. I have another thing I want to discuss. I'm just trying to space things out. I could talk about so many things into my health that I've changed. And I just talked to my baby sister about one before I got on here. my youngest sister. I'm not putting people on here just to be like saying, I talked to my son. I talked to my son. No, I just finished talking to my baby sister on Messenger, where you can see each other. And I was telling her about a situation. What helped me, and then I'm conclude this. I was ready. I had even went and saw about, seen about, or saw about, however we want to say it. Because, like I said, these videos is original and authentic, and I ain't sitting up here editing. This is in the flesh, live. Okay. I was gonna get the weight loss surgery. I looked into it. I got all the way, everything I had to do, except for one thing. The doctor asked me, the one I talked to, real talk, did I smoke? At the time, I was smoking cigarettes. Thank God I don't smoke cigarettes no more either. None at all. I cut it off. I went on no patch or nothing. I took and weaned myself off. At 7 o'clock at night, I wouldn't smoke until in the morning time. I'm keeping it real, cause honey, I had to have a cigarette in my coffee. Yes, yes. And I just completely stopped. Completely. Because I weaned myself off. This is my truth about my weight loss journey, about what I went through, and how I was eating to get me to where I was. And as I stated yesterday, I wasn't buying any bread. Of course, I don't eat cereal, but I'm just saying cereal, eggs, sugar. I already told y'all what I use. I use agave, Agave. I use that. I wasn't buying any of that. Pastas, potatoes. I can buy potatoes because potatoes depend on how you cook it. Bake it, boil it, steam it. I wasn't frying food. And basically, baking it, or I was making this one dip, but I had to lay low on that because I stopped buying cheese because the cheese was in it, and one of the ingredients that is. And I just had in my refrigerator, as I was about to say, because I think I got sidetracked. I just took everything out of my cabinets and refrigerators that I know I didn't need, but I probably would have wanted it. But anywho, I took it all out. I didn't throw it away. If it was open, maybe. If it depended, if my daughter wanted it or whatever, or whoever, gave it to the lady that lived across the hall. My daughter, food. I ain't throwing away no food. Okay. If I couldn't have, I would hate to say I have to throw away some food, but I gave it away. I wasn't even eating any canned vegetables. I was eating fresh, or, frozen, fresh, steam. I'm not doing that no more. And I want to get back there. I do. But when you have kids, you buying milk and cereal and eggs and bread and stuff. You can't force them to eat what you want. And then my granddaughter, she does not like vegetables at all. And I'm like, whoa. You know, how can you change the pattern of someone that's already been kind of like molded, hmm to not eating a certain way? The only thing I can do is try to encourage, or like take little bites, like baby bites, or I give you 3 green beans, try that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not my oldest daughter, my daughter, y'all forgive me. I got my sliding door cracked. I don't care. I tell my kids this all the time. Don't laugh. I said, if you be running from the police, they try to cover your place. I'm that person. Okay. Anywho, my daughter last year or year before last, my other grandchildren loves vegetables. When she was staying here, then I said that when she was staying here, see, that's taken care of, right? My son and my other daughter. No one had a job. Okay. So, but my daughter, her husband was working at the time, but they were still living there. But anyhow, so she had told my granddaughter, she said, this is how you can eat your vegetables. Eat it first and put something with it. Like basically, if you eating a green bean, take a bite of your sandwich. I'm just throwing that out there. And she was eating it. Now, I don't ask her. I said, what kind of vegetables you like? She said, celery, carrots, green beans. I done tried the green bean thing. And I gave her some. And I said, oh, you ate your green beans? She said, yes. I wasn't looking in the trash to see. I was throwing something away. I looked. I said, so I said this. I said, if you didn't want it, baby, just tell the truth. Because you don't tell grandma no fib or a lie, okay? And if you don't want it, just say you don't want it, okay? Or didn't want it, or even if you ate one or something like that. But all my other grandchildren, and I have 5, they love vegetables. Love them. Love them. I do too. My favorite is eating salads. Uh, um, I like greens. I love broccoli, anything in that nature. I like spinach. I like beets. I like carrots, but I don't like peas and carrots together. That might sound crazy. It's just a little phobia for when I was a kid. Me and my older sister, we didn't like our peas and carrots, but I eat them separate, okay? Or maybe if it's in a stew or something, but just to write down, put peas and carrots on my plate together, not. Mm, mm-mm. I can eat the peas by themselves, and then I can fix some carrots by themselves. I don't want them together. That's crazy, ain't it? But anywho, it's just how it is. But I eat my vegetables, eat plenty of them. So on that note, I'm just rambling, and I done talked about a few things. If you like to hear what I've, if you like to hear what I'm saying, or talking about, discussion, topics, whatever it may be, let's talk about it. You can come up with some topics yourself. It's all about keeping it real, honest, clean, no bashing, um, just keeping it real. And I'm a down to earth, transparent person. I'm pretty sure y'all probably see that. Ooh, this girl don't. No, but did you hear me cuss? I can talk without saying a cuss word. Check my videos out. The most you probably say hell or damn. I don't use no other kind of language. And I'm glad because that's how it was when my kid's father met me. He said, "Ooh, you don't cuss." And he was around a lot of soldiers, army men, potty mouth. And so I picked up on some habits. Let me just say that. But I corrected that. So on that note, on that note, Ohanas. By the way, if people wondering what that is, I do an intro. Ohana means family. So I sing the song or try to sing it. You can sing along. We are family. You know why? Because I said so. You can't get away from that.